Hey guys, welcome back to another video on Scum, and in today's video what we will be doing is we will have a look at vehicles here. I know these vehicles have been here in the game for a while, but not many of you might know a simple trick. If you have a logs inside the vehicle, let's take a look in here. This vehicle is full with logs, absolutely full. Basically it reaches its maximum carry weight. This is as many logs as you can stack in here. You're not gonna be able to put any more weight in this one. Then in this vehicle what we did was we put in 5 logs. In this vehicle over here there's 1 log, and obviously in this vehicle here there's no logs here. So we're gonna go and test these vehicles out. We're gonna go and drive them and see how the handling is. So basically the vehicle with no logs is gonna feel more loose on the road, and the vehicle that has most logs in should be more heavy on the road. Now not many of you might not know this, but yeah, that's how it is there. Vehicles do handle differently depending on the weight of the vehicle. Also on the last few updates, vehicles have been tweaked and handlings have been improved, so it will be interesting to see what are the differences. So let's take the first vehicle and get on the road. Also, let me show you over here. Let's see, where is it? Okay, so driving is advanced. Okay, so that's one thing you need to bear in mind as well. For this character over here, I have set the driving to advanced. Now, if your driving skill is less, these changes you will see them a lot more. You know, they will help you a lot more if your driving skill is less. But yeah, let's just go on the road and let me show you. So this is the vehicle with no logs inside. Let me show you this once more. So there's no logs in this one. Okay, and let's see. So I'm not sure if it changes how quickly the vehicle accelerates, but we will test this out over here, guys. So vehicle feels okay, and now as soon as you go in and you start driving, you see like over here the vehicle is kind of very loose on the snow and all that, right? Now when we put handbrake pull the handbrake, it kind of lets the end slide about, and then you start spinning out. Now you can practice all that and improve your skill, but as I was saying, the driving skill on this character is very high, so it's very difficult to spin out with this kind of skill, unless your own personal skill is not high. But then that's not what we're here to talk about and test. We're here to test the vehicle handling. So let's change the vehicle out. Okay, so that over there, I pulled the handbrake, and you see what it did. It just pulled the vehicle way around. Now, if I accelerated, I probably could have corrected it, but I just pulled the handbrake and to see what will happen. So this is the first vehicle. Now, let's take the vehicle with the 1 log inside. So this one has 1 log. Okay. Now, the difference shouldn't be too dramatic, but let's go and see. Let's see. Is there any changes? we don't feel any changes on a road that doesn't have snow. So as soon as we hit the snow, we'll see the difference maybe. Okay. Not too big of a difference here with one log. Okay. So yeah. If you have like a bunch of other stuff inside the vehicle, you know, heavy stuff, then that one log might do it. When I get back, I will show you the weights of the vehicles at what they are weighing. For the testing purposes, I am using logs. I could have gotten like a load of items in there to show you, you know, that it works with the items as well. But yeah, the logs are pretty heavy, so we're just using logs. There's a crate over there. But anyway, so yeah, let's back this one up right next to it. Okay. That's the second one. Okay, so this next one has 5 logs. Let's take this one. So with 5 logs, it will be a little bit heavier. So we should see improvement here. This one should feel more solid on the road. But yeah, we'll see this in a second. Okay, so I didn't use handbrake over here, so yeah, I can personally feel the difference. The vehicle feels heavier on turning, but it doesn't have that happy tail end. Obviously, when you pull the handbrake, it does the job and does what you want it to do. This is just a small test drive as well. We're not going, you know, all over on every single road. I think this road has enough to, you know, it has a couple of turns and then, you know, straighten up as well to see how it handles on the straight. Not sure if I pulled the handbrake on the one with the one log, but let's see on this one. Okay, so I try to slow down with just the handbrake, so the difference here being versus the one with no logs and one with 5 logs, that the handbrake didn't actually slow the vehicle down fast enough. But I wasn't too scientific about it because I cannot remember what speed I entered the corner with the first vehicle. So we can test that out in a second as well. Let's just hurry up and get this vehicle going. And this vehicle, as you can see, once again, is full with logs. So we should see a dramatic change over from between the first and the last vehicle. So as far as I can feel, acceleration wise, there isn't much of a difference. Oh yeah, like turning wise, I have to go a little bit slower in order to make the turn, because it feels more understeery, a lot more understeery. The vehicle wants to go straight almost, but the main thing, what we're here to find out, the vehicle is more rear stable. So if your driving skill is very poor, this is the best tip I can give you guys. Chuck some logs in the vehicle. Make the vehicle as heavy as you can if your driving skill is very, very poor. Now I'm talking about like no skill and maybe basic skill, because those skills, like what I can do now with this vehicle, I can do. Oh, didn't want to do that, but what I can do is I can go 100 kilometers an hour with this vehicle, with the full skill on advanced. Look, I'm doing 130, 140, 150, I think. Yeah, and I was pressing brakes there to slow the vehicle down because I knew it's not going to slow down with the handbrake. But when your skill level is on basic or no skill, then you won't be able to reach those speeds, and you'll be only doing like 60 kilometers an hour, maybe 70, depending on at what point your skills are, and depending on which vehicle it is. Now, we are only testing SUVs here, but this does work with every vehicle. Now, obviously with the bikes and ATVs and stuff, you cannot put logs in them, but they do work the same way, like they are affected by the weight. So what I want to do now is I want to do like a little science experiment and see. I'm gonna come down from the hill. Let's say, I don't know, we'll come in like 50, 60 kilometers an hour, and we pull the handbrake at the same point, and we will see what we can do. Or actually, let's accelerate from this sign. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. This is the vehicle with no logs. Okay, and let's accelerate. And okay, we hit 80 by there, and we pull the handbrake. Okay. Let's see if I can replicate this with the second vehicle. Now, let me see. The first vehicle and second vehicle, we shouldn't see too much of a difference because there isn't that much weight increase between them. But I will show you all the weights once we're done this little experiment here. So again, accelerate from here. So I reached 80 right about here. Yeah, same. Okay, and with the handbrake. Okay, but it's pretty similar. So it's something like I expected, you know. So there shouldn't be too big of a difference with one log. But if your vehicle is completely empty, and you know that one log would basically replicate what your vehicle might be when you have some, you know, stuff in it. Now this one here has 5 logs, so it will replicate vehicle full with chests and stuff, like almost, you know, as heavy as it's gonna be when you're out about looting and stuff. As a standard, like, you know, some people might have more gear than others, but yeah. Anyway, so again, accelerate. So right about, yeah, acceleration is right about the same. Don't see too much difference in me pulling the handbrake. I think that time I might have been going faster when I pulled the handbrake. That's why, you know, the vehicle went further. We'll see. But definitely when you're braking, there's like a feel that the vehicle that has logs, not as much here on a normal surface, but more in snowy area. You can see a huge difference there. in regards of handling. Like the vehicle that's heavy, it will understeer a lot more, and it will not oversteer. Whereas the vehicle that's light, it will oversteer. And if your skill level is basic or no skill, well then it's gonna result you in spinning out. So that's definitely one thing that you can take away from this here, guys. So let's accelerate again. Okay, speed-wise they're same, but I pulled the handbrake and you could see, like, when it didn't really start sliding straight away, but it did slide, like, when I hit the gravel there. So there's definitely you can definitely see a difference there. So let's see the weight. Okay, so this one is 2,840 kilograms. Oh, those buckets. Anyway, so okay, so this one's 2,500 and something. 2,300. 2,300. Okay, so 2,350 and 2,385. Okay, so it's not too much of a difference. Like, you know, it's probably some. As I was saying, this would resemble vehicle being empty, and this would resemble vehicle with you and maybe your mate and no gear, or you know, not even. But this one here would be like, you know, you full with some gear, or you with your mate and some gear. You know, it's there is a big difference. There's what, like 2,525, and this one was, yeah. So there's what, like 175 ish, something like that, kilograms difference. So between the empty vehicle and with 5 logs, whereas this one here, it's like 2,800. That's pretty much about maximum what we could load in here with logs. Can we put any other stuff in here with maximum logs? I don't know. I'm gonna check. Yeah, we can put other stuff in, but it's just maxed out on logs. I guess space wise, even though there's a lot more space here, it just wasn't letting me put in any more logs in there. But if you have a truck instead of SUV, that will, again, the weights are gonna be different, but the basic idea and style for the handling is gonna be the same. The heavier the vehicle, the more understeery and less oversteery. The lighter the vehicle, more oversteer, less understeer. Whichever you prefer, guys. It's, you know, your choice. I personally like the oversteer versus understeer. I don't like going in a corner and not being able to turn in. That's my, you know, choice of a vehicle handling. Let me know down below in comments what is your choice, what way you like drive your Scum vehicles, and I will see you on the next one. Like, share, subscribe, do the fun stuff down below, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.